Things I wish I knew sooner. I'm turning 20 in less than a week, and these are things that I wish I knew sooner throughout life. I haven't had the hardest life, but I haven't had the easiest life. And a lot of things that I've overcame by myself. Um, Being a young man in this generation and everything, I think the first thing I want to say is that pain is feel. Man, if you allow yourself to become a victim of your circumstances, you will be. And if you allow yourself to sit in your shit, you will sit there forever. I think the first thing to understand is that you are not a victim to your circumstances. Everything is about perspective. Um, it's the way you perceive things. If you always think that everybody's against you and the world's against you and life isn't going your way, you're gonna see life that way. I like to say this thing, and it's the truth. Things happen for you, not to you. Bad shit's gonna happen to you in life, especially if you're young. I hope everybody that's younger or my age listens to this. If you're young, understand that you're gonna go through pain. You're gonna go through heartbreak. You're going to go through a type of pain that you might not understand. And it truly might be hard to get out of that rut. But understand that you can, and understand that everything that happens to you is all about perspective. And your perception of everything through life, it either makes or it breaks your life. There's someone out there right now that says, you know what, this happened for me. And then there's someone out there that's asking, why did this happen to me? And the person that's going to get to that is the person that says, this happened for me. I never like to say that happiness is what I'm chasing in life. You know, as kids we're taught, oh, happiness is what to chase. Oh, if you get this big house and this car and this wife and these kids, that will make you happy and you'll feel complete in life. Well, is happiness truly what we're chasing? Because I like to say that happiness isn't what I'm chasing personally. Happiness is a temporary emotion, just like sadness, anger, or whatever may be, pain. And the true thing that I'm chasing is peace. If you are so at peace with yourself or with the world, nothing can disturb you. And, you know, people can leave you. People could betray you. Maybe your girlfriend or your boyfriend, you know, maybe they cheat on you or maybe they leave you. But if you're so at peace with yourself and so at peace with the world, then nothing can disturb it. You just are comfortable with yourself. You're just comfortable with anything that's going to come your way. I think another thing as well that young people don't understand is you have to learn to accept things. You have to learn to accept what life's going to throw at you. You have to learn to accept what pain you're going to go through. Life's not easy, man. And you're not entitled to shit. You have to go get what you want. No one's coming to save you. You know, if you're not disciplined and you need motivation, you know, if you could barely get off the couch, if you're just not a disciplined individual, then that's your life. And if you don't want to become something great, that's your choice. You can choose how to live your life. But don't expect anyone to give you handouts, and don't expect anyone to do the work for you. You have to do it when you're tired. You have to do it when you don't want to do it. And you have to go get what you want to get through life. You know, you have to chase your own goals. No one's going to do that for you. But back to what I was saying. You have to learn to accept the pain that's going to come through life. And I think that's something with peace. If you're truly at peace, you're learning. You can learn how to accept anything that's going to come your way. I think that's very important for individuals in this generation. Because especially when it comes to relationships too. I think that's something else. I know I'm kind of getting off track, but it kind of goes in the part with that. If you're a young man, and I can only speak from a man's perspective, so anybody out there don't get offended, but if you're a young man, don't focus on relationships, because a relationship can either break you or it can make you. And a lot of the times when we are young, we think that a relationship is what makes us quote unquote happy. The truth is, if you're not happy with yourself, how can you expect someone else to make you happy? And someone else can make you happy if you're not happy with yourself. But the thing is when someone else makes you happy and you can't make yourself happy, what happens is you become so reliant on it, and you kind of become like a codependent, and they're holding on your happiness and they're holding everything basically. And then what happens if that person leaves? Then you're just going to be sad and you're going to be depressed or whatever it may be. So understand that if you're young, relationships are not everything. Especially if you're a young man, focus on your goals, focus on the things you want through life, focus on your fitness. Don't be lazy. Don't be a lazy piece of shit. Don't just do nothing, Even if I know it's hard to get jobs out there nowadays, but try your best to go outside, try your best to do something. Don't just sit inside all day. And I know I'm gonna talk. I like to preach what I actually do, And like most of y'all know, if you watch my videos, I don't have a job currently, but always learn and always understand to improve yourself. We can learn more, learn knowledge, read books, whatever it may be, but always learn to improve yourself. And even if it's one thing a day, going to the gym, that's a win. Don't get stuck in this trap of just doing nothing all day. But also understand that life is balance, man. I think that's another thing is life is balance. Man, I can make a super long video, but I don't want to. But another thing is learning to compare, man. Learning to stop comparing. I think that's something that kind of played a detrimental role in my life, as I'm so used to comparing my work to other people's work, or my life to other people's life, that for a little bit I got unhappy with my life, and I kind of was in this trap of comparing. And the only thing that comes with comparing is, I guess you can say, lack of self-love, or lack of appreciating what you have and appreciating what you're doing for yourself. It's something we see on social media so much, that we compare, and we don't even know we do it, but we do. But learn to not compare yourself to other people, and learn to not compare your circumstances to other people's circumstances, because if you do that, more than likely you will become unhappy, or you won't be happy with the life you have, or you won't be at peace with the life you have. Man, I got so much stuff that I could talk about, but I think those are the main points. So the main points that I wish I knew sooner, before I turned 20, or now that I'm turning 20, these are the things I knew, and I wish I knew sooner when I was growing up, was understand that everyone's not your friend. Understand that people are going to leave. Learning to accept and learning to let go of people. Also, learning that relationships is not the only thing, and it's not going to make you happy in life. That's not the only thing that life brings, Another thing is learn to be at peace with yourself and with the world. Learn to accept anything that comes your way. It's all about perspective, of course. Understand that too. Everything you think is about perspective. You can either think it a bad way, a negative way, or a positive way. And another thing is, I'm pretty sure I just mentioned this, comparing. So learn to not compare your life to everybody else's, and learn not to compare yourself to other people, because that's how we fall into a trap of just unhappiness.